All right, guys, I went and just saw The Gentleman, which is the newest Guy Ritchie movie. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen a lot of Guy Ritchie movies, honestly. And I've heard mixed things about this movie where, like, people think it's fine. But watching this movie, like, I really enjoyed it, but I haven't seen many of his other movies. And I hear that his other movies do this similar style that he does in this, but I just have not seen any of those movies really. So this is coming from a person who hasn't seen like Lock, Stock, and the Two Smoking Barrels, or Snatch, or anything like that, and I want to now because this movie I actually really enjoyed. I thought that this was a really fun movie. It's the basic story is that Matthew McConaughey is like this drug lord, and he and Henry Golding's character is like the villain, the other guy who's like involved as well, while the story is told by Hugh Grant and Charlie Hunnam's characters. Like they're telling the story of what has happened in the movie, and I think that that's a cool way to do it. And I think that it made the movie feel like it never really felt like it was not linear in that sense. Like it was linear in the story they were telling, but not linear where they would go back and forth between showing present with Hugh Grant and Charlie Hunnam, but then showing the backstory part, which I thought was fun. And I know this has been done in other movies, but I enjoyed it in this. And I thought that in this particularly, I thought that the humor really worked. I thought that these characters were really funny and really likable and really charming. Matthew McConaughey, I think, is great like usual. And Henry Golding is cool seeing him again because he's a good upcoming actor. I've seen him in a couple other things that he's great in. And of Charlie Hunnam and Colin Farrell as well are great. But the biggest one I'm going to give, like, my favorite actor in the movie is actually Hugh Grant. Like, he really is so funny and so likable and such a fun character, even though he's a flawed character as well. Well, and appreciate that because these characters are all, like, they're all not doing good things. Like, it's more of, like, trying to rise to the top than anything. But I did like all these characters. I did like how funny they were. I liked how charming they were. I thought the humor worked. I thought that the story worked and how they portrayed the story and how they placed it and not placed it fully in a story that just goes from beginning to end. I like that. I thought that was really cool, and just stylistically it's cool. And the way that they do filmmaking techniques in this movie that, again, has been done in other movies, but, like, for example, Hugh Grant will be telling the story, and he'll be like, go to this reel, like, look at this aspect ratio, and the movie's aspect ratio changes. Stuff like that. It's stuff that I enjoyed, but again, it's one of those movies that I haven't seen many of his other movies, so it's one that people, I feel like, who've seen all the other Guy Ritchie movies are like, oh, this is just kind of typical Guy Ritchie, and I didn't feel that way just because I haven't really seen all the other movies of his, and I want to now because I hear they're great. But as of now, this movie, The Gentleman, I thought was really fun and solid, and I really enjoyed pretty much everything about it. I thought it was a really fun time. If you like this video, check out my other content, like, share, and subscribe. Also, start a conversation down below with me. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.